Meghan Markle has been backed to come out on top in a ratings battle between the Sussexes following their professional separation. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have pivoted to making solo public appearances and undertaking projects on their own as they move away from their goal of achieving power couple status. Meghan and Harry signed a joint deal with Netflix after stepping down as working members of the royal family in 2020. The Sussexes' debut series, Harry and Meghan, was a huge hit on the streaming platform and broke several Netflix records. They featured heavily in it together, but have since changed tactics in the content they are producing for the streaming giant. Harry released Heart of Invictus in August 2023, which Meghan barely featured in, but the series failed to reach the same level of success as their debut project. The Duke of Sussex's next project, titled Polo, will be released on December 10th. Meanwhile, the Duchess of Sussex will feature in a cookery programme on Netflix in 2025. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told GB News that Meghan's project will be much more of an attraction for Netflix customers. Fitzwilliams said, "Meghan's cookery programme will have a lot of viewers. There's no doubt it will be more successful than Polo." Harry's docuseries features a behind-the-scenes look at the world of polo, a sport close to Prince Harry's heart. Prince Harry and Meghan did not appear in the trailer for Polo, despite it being executively produced by them. The 148-second trailer focused entirely on the polo players and their relationship within the sport. Earlier this year, an insider said the series would centre around Harry's close friend, polo player Nacho Figueras, rather than the Duke of Sussex. Amid the ongoing split, reports say that the Duke of Sussex's court case against News Group newspapers, the publishers of The Sun, is set to go to trial in January 2025 at the High Court. Harry is expected to travel to the UK for the court case, as he has done so in past legal battles with publishers of British-based tabloids. However, Meghan Markle did not accompany Harry during those trips to the UK and has not visited the UK since Queen Elizabeth II's funeral in September 2022. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams explained why Meghan will not appear alongside her husband. He said, "I don't think Meghan will appear. There are several reasons why. She did not before, and tactically from their point of view, it would make no sense. She will not give evidence. This case is something that he is pursuing." However, Fitzwilliams added that Meghan Markle's failure to join Prince Harry in Canada for the 2025 Invictus Games would indicate a form of separation between the couple. The Duchess of Sussex has accompanied Prince Harry to Invictus Games events since 2017 onwards, and joined her husband in Vancouver in February 2024 for a previous promotional event. Fitzwilliams told GB News that speculation regarding the couple would soar if the Duchess of Sussex opts against joining her husband in Canada. He said, "I can say with absolute certainty that they will be there as a couple. They have a history of being there together, and if she did not, it would indicate some form of separation." Despite their professional split, however, not all work is being done solo.
The Sussex power couple, once united, now quietly divided. Rumours swirl of a professional separation, a rift not of the heart but of ambition. And as Meghan Markle charts her next solo move, the question echoes across the industry: who truly needs the other more? Sources close to the couple suggest that Meghan and Harry are redefining their partnership, moving from joint ventures to independent projects. Meghan's new brand deals, media partnerships, and lifestyle projects hint at a woman reclaiming her narrative. While Harry's focus remains on social causes and military charities, insiders say the difference in tone and traction is unmistakable. Love her or loathe her, Meghan Markle has mastered the art of reinvention. From the royal red carpets to Hollywood boardrooms, her next act is about control, clarity, and capital. Industry analysts now predict that Meghan, with her media instincts and global connections, could outpace Harry in both reach and revenue. For Prince Harry, life after the palace has been far less stable. Projects delayed, criticism mounting, and public fatigue creeping in. The Duke's search for identity outside the royal shadow appears increasingly uncertain. Supporters insist he's focused on meaningful impact, but even loyal fans admit Meghan's media machine moves faster. Online, the divide is clear. Meghan's supporters hail her as a survivor, a woman carving power from rejection. Harry's defenders, however, accuse the press of rewriting the story to pit them against each other. Yet, in the court of public opinion, perception is power, and right now, Meghan is winning that game. A professional separation doesn't necessarily mean the end, it means evolution. The Sussex brand once stood for partnership. Now, it may thrive on parallel momentum. Meghan can focus on influence and image, while Harry reclaims his sense of mission. But make no mistake, in the optics of fame, separation sells. Two paths, one legacy and a future written by ambition. As Meghan Markle steps into her own spotlight, Prince Harry faces the hardest truth of all. The crown they left behind may not have been the only thing they shared to lose.
Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have released a new video and impact report showing their philanthropic work through Archewell Foundation over the past year. The 1-minute video features previously unseen footage of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's public and private charitable engagements throughout 2023 and 2024. The release coincides with the publication of the Archewell Foundation's impact report, detailing their third year of operation. Footage captures intimate moments from the couple's international tours of Nigeria and Colombia, alongside their work with various charitable initiatives, both abroad and in the United States. The report highlights the Foundation's focus on community well-being, women's empowerment, and information integrity programs. The initiative also serves as a resource for mobilizing efforts towards creating a safer online environment. Meanwhile, Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand launch has hit another setback after requesting a 3-month delay on her trademark application, according to royal biographer Angela Levin. American Riviera Orchard, initially announced in March, has encountered continued obstacles in securing its trademark. Levin revealed that the brand keeps getting pushed back due to trademark restrictions, leaving Meghan very angry as she's unable to proceed with sales. Angela Levin joined Nana Akua on GB News to discuss the issues.
Angela, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Right, Angela, let's start with Harry and Better Up now. He's paid $1 million a year, but the company has had to sack 100 people, and many of them don't think he does anything at all.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I think both Harry and Meghan are doing a lot of things that aren't coming off. And I suspect they're getting really fed up with it. And this was one of the things that Harry really enjoyed doing. I was a bit doubtful about it because I think if you want to help people with mental health, you have to be very sure that you are okay yourself. And I think he's been a bit wobbly with that. But he's also been offered by the same company to do a remote lecture as a sort of university for people who would like to talk to him more at length. And he's doing that too within the £1 million. So he's not getting a rise on that. But the other staff are absolutely furious, making a huge fuss because, you know, life everywhere is difficult and money is difficult. And they don't see why they should be sacked when Harry does not do any work. I don't know whether he does or if he doesn't, but this is what they're saying, and they're causing a lot of trouble, I think. If we go on to Meghan, she's also in trouble because, you know, she had, in the beginning of April, this America Riviera Orchard lifestyle that she was very, very keen on. And it keeps going back because that she's not allowed to do these things. And so she has got very angry and she hasn't been able to have the trademark done. So she can't sell anything. And she's now asked for another 3 months. I'm not quite sure that's what she should be doing. She should have made a huge effort to get it done. Anyway, she's asked again for another 3 months, and they've said to her they will give her 3 months, but after this they will have to start all over again, which will mean another year. Now, all she had to do was to change the name. They don't want the name because it's too familiar to a name where she lives in Montecito. And she's sticking to that and making life very, very complicated.
But what about the Afghan thing? So the Afghan women said that...
The Afghan women, she spoke to and said that she and Harry were having a special sort of distance, and they were going to do it, and it was a
professional separation, I think.
Professional distance, and that's how they were living at the moment. Well, that to anyone who hears that means goodbye, my partner.
Well, maybe it means work-wise they're not going to do things together, but they two are still together, so it's a professional separation. I mean, I'm just trying to interpret it in a way that doesn't sound like they're splitting up, but maybe that's what they're trying to do as well.
Yes, but if that's the case, why doesn't he go home? He hasn't been home for over 2 months. It must have been virtually 3 months now. And if you actually are together and you want an emotional relationship, then, surely you would pop back, because they were salt and pepper for a long time. And they didn't let each other go, and they're holding hands and looking starry-eyed in each other's eyes. But if you say you're doing professional distance, that's a very serious thing to say, I think.